Boxing with Frank Warren and Queensbury, joined by the one and only Mr. Menace. How are you, Dan?
Not too bad, buddy. How are you getting on? You alright?
Yeah, we're all good. Now, only one place to start really. On your social media, you shared some personal news recently, but there's a little baby Menace on the way.
Yeah. Little girl on the way.
21 years old, married, little baby on the way. October?
Yeah, baby on the way. One title under my belt, another one coming in a couple good few weeks coming.
It's all happening now, isn't it?
It's all happening, mate. It's all happening.
How excited are you with the prospect of being the dad? Can you imagine it?
Yeah, it's good. I can't wait.
Have you been picturing it in your head, sort of?
Yeah, buzzing for it, mate. Honestly, can't get nothing better than family, can you?
And I said to you earlier, you're going to get a pre-contract for 18 years' time with Frank.
No.
Get her signed up. Bit of female boxing.
No, she won't be boxing. Fuck that.
What about if you had a boy?
If I had a boy, I reckon he probably would be boxing. Yeah. I'd be his trainer.
Who we got here?
Got Big Bang here.
The Big Bang.
Can't crack an egg. That's the problem with him, though.
I see you let him onto the team.
Huh?
You let him join the team.
Yeah, I let him join the team. Yeah, before you come to the team, you have to spar me first, you know what I mean? You have to get a few tips here and there. Didn't you, Pierce? To get in the gym, you have to spar me, you got beat up a couple of times here and there, do you know what I mean? You passed the test.
Is it right that Frank called you to ask for permission for him to join?
No, it ain't at all. Superstar in the making, world champion in the making. I wouldn't blame him to sign him up.
Good stuff. Now then, your other bit of news. You decided finally to give yourself a little bit more space with the weight. Tell us about that.
No, definitely. I moved up a weight class. It was like a fight before I got in the ring, to be honest with you. I think for the last 2-3 fights, I've had to take silly amounts of weight off, and it's affecting my power and my performances. So I've gone up a weight now, feeling strong as an ox. I'm ready to box. I'm ready tomorrow morning, and I'm feeling fantastic in the gym.
Now you can be honest. How long ago should you have done it?
3 fights ago.
Yeah.
I think 3 fights ago I should have moved up.
Yeah. Because being realistic, we remember seeing you when you first came along at 19, and you're a different everything now. You're
18, wasn't it? It was 18 when I
18, 19, yeah. And sort of, you look at you then and now, people look at the pictures and say, but these two boys are making the same weight.
It's ridiculous.
Can't happen, can it?
No, 100%. But listen, I'm feeling strong now. That's in the past, and it's all about the future. And we got a big fight ahead of me now, so I'm just ready to grab that with both hands.
Now then, you're moving into WBC International Silver territory in your next fight, July 16th at the Copper Box, and you're going to fight James Beech Jr. Now, that's a good fight, isn't it?
It's a good fight in paper, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Very respectable. I mean, people will look at his 2 defeats have obviously come in British title fights. Brad Foster and Chris Bourke wasn't a British title, was it? It was
WBC International.
Yeah.
Silver, same title.
Yeah. And he's not been miles away in those fights, has he?
No. But listen, he's fighting the best James Mccann. I'm no Brad Foster or Chris Bourke, do you know what I mean? I'm the real deal, and I'm not taking nothing away from them boys. 2 good fighters, but I find myself a world class. I think I'm a world class operator. I think in July the 16th, a lot of people is going to have their jaws dropping.
Are you just going to be going in there more healthy, stronger, happier? Because when you're boiling down all that weight, it can't do your head much good, can it?
No, it ain't good for you. It's not good for you, and I wouldn't advise anyone to do that ever again. So you live and learn. If you don't learn from it now, you'll learn from it in the future, won't you? So now I've learned from it. You'd be a fool not to learn from it. Not the best performance last time. I've got the job done, and I'm feeling strong as an ox, mate. I can't wait. Just cannot wait to get in there. And on July the 16th, you're going to see the best James Mccann you've ever seen.
Do you think, obviously, you look back at your last fight against Tondo, we probably didn't see the best of you. We probably haven't for a couple of fights now, really, have we?
No.
Do you feel like almost you need to flip it back and show people, remind people what the Menace is all about?
100%. Listen, a lot of people know what's happening behind the scenes as well. I've had a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes and that, family problems. But listen, the Menace is back now. There's no excuses, and I'm ready to do the job.
Now then, just finally, I reckon when you finish boxing, you're probably going to be one of these TV experts, on the old panel for the live fights and everything. So to test you out, I want you to be a little bit of punditry and talk to me about Mark Leach versus Liam Davis. The reason I'm asking you is because I know that you've done quite a bit of sparring with Mark Leach. So, good fight. How are we seeing that one going?
I fancy Mark Leach to get the job done. I haven't seen too much of Liam Davis. But I think Mark Leach, I've sparred him. I think he's a very clever, very classy southpaw. He's a very classy operator.
Quite hard
very
to get to, I'd
experienced.
imagine, isn't he?
Yeah, he's quite a clever fighter. He's a clever fighter. I like his style. Of all the guys I've sparred, I do rate him among maybe the top 5 I've sparred. So he's a good fighter.
I think he's just been underrated over these years.
He has been underrated.
Just sort of been under the radar, not many people knew
He
him.
never had his opportunity, and he never had opportunity, does he? Now he's created one, and he's beat a few good names. I did think he was going to beat Chris Bourke. I do rate Chris Bourke as a good fighter, but I did think he might just be a little bit too clever for Chris Bourke. But I fancy Mark Lee to get the job done. And that's no disrespect to Liam Davis.
And who do you think at super bantamweight can beat Mark Leach? You think, like, what about him and Cunningham, sort of people like that? So, can you see anyone beating Mark Leach?
I think Dennis the Menace, that's about
No, you've gone now, you've left.
I might be coming back, you never know.
You've left the building now.
I might go in between both weights. But I was a bantam, wasn't I? So I'm going to go in between super bantam and bantam, see what opportunities emerges. I mean, in between feather and super bantam, sorry.
Yeah, sure.
No, but who can beat him? I don't know. I think that Mark Leach is one of them kids that is on the night, and I think he's a good fighter. I think Cunningham's a good fighter as well. I think there's a good bunch at super bantamweight, and some good fights to be made there.
Talking of super bantamweight again, what do you reckon to Cunningham versus Tete? That looks a bit tasty as well.
That's going to be a good fight. I'm sparring Cunningham. I sparred him last week, but he's coming down Wednesday. He's getting the best southpaw sparring he could possibly get in England. Yeah. He's getting Dennis the Menace to prepare for Tete, so I couldn't think of better sparring for him. But I think it's going to be a great fight. Has Tete still got a lot left in the tank? We all know he was dead at the weight at bantam.
Yeah.
Was he too old in the last fight? What's he got left? We don't know. We're going to find out very soon.
Interesting, wasn't it?
Yeah. Now he's mid up weight. He's going to be 5 pounds heavier. You know what I mean? It could have been a weight. Was it a weight factor? Is it an age factor? We're going to find out very soon.
Yeah. And Jason has never been beaten at super bantam.
He ain't been beaten at super bantam. So it's a good test for Cunningham for his next step in his career. And I respect him. He's had some great wins over the last 3 to 4 fights, hasn't he? So you got all due respect to Cunningham. He's doing well. Fair play to him.
Did you watch Kane and Moreno the other week?
Yeah, he boxed well. Yeah, he done very well. I watched that.
It's like he's just doing things with one shot at the moment, isn't he? So it's difficult to get a big picture because he's taking him out quite early. But
100%. But listen, you got to remember I fought with Moreno and I was 19 years old. So I mean, so at bantamweight, Moreno's a bantamweight, but he got the job done. He can only beat who's in front of him. That's what he done, didn't he?
It just means, I mean, in and around your weight, there's just so many exciting fights going on, isn't there?
100%.
Interesting people, and you know, you're never going to be short of, fights that people want to see, are you?
Exactly. Listen, you got to remember they're 27 years of age. I'm 21 years of age. I'm in no rush, mate. I'm in no rush. And I beat all them boys in my own time. Do you know what I mean? So I'm just taking my time at the moment, getting the experience under my belt, and I'm feeling great.
And getting the belts.
And getting the belts. And getting the cashes, my friend. Getting the checks.
Dennis, wish you all the best, mate. And we're looking forward to seeing you out again in a few weeks' time.
Cheers, buddy. Thank you.